I think they need to put it in. We've got work.
What's going on, guys? Thanks for watching. I'm Ed.
And I'm Kat.
And we are the
Brews
Brews React. Now, we've got another comedy reaction for you today. We've got our favourite up on the agenda, Mr. Bill Burr.
Yep.
Now, before we get to this reaction, though, we just wanted to take the time to say
A big thank you for all those who have subscribed to our channel and those who comment, like, and suggest things. Thanks so much. We really appreciate it.
indeed. So, the clip that we're going to watch today, my love, if you would.
Bill Burr, of course. 5-year-olds have no excuse for being fat.
I agree.
Yeah, we have twin boys who are 5 years old. They ain't fat.
Let's see what Bill has to say. I feel like I've got a lot to say on this, but we'll see. Yeah, right. Is that food? All right, we're going to get into this. 5-year-olds have no excuse for being fat. What's the title of this again? Oh yeah, 5-year-olds have no excuse for being fat.
What?
Because it was like, I was saying that as like a side note anyway.
Hi man, what's up? How you doing? Was this too quick a transition? You know what I mean? Like 9, 10 black dudes in a row and then like the whitest man on the planet. Let your eyes adjust. I was watching George Bush today, man. I don't want to be a dick or anything, but could that guy like rehearse before he gives a speech? You know what I mean? Just say it like a couple of times. How awful was he during that hurricane? He's just walking out, man. He's just like winging it. Walking out on the White House lawn, there's like sun in his eyes. He's just out there like, there was a hurricane. People are wet. People don't like being wet unless they're swimming in a pool. He sounded like a little kid giving a book report who like didn't read the book. He's just up there making up shit like, there was a dog and he bit somebody and they didn't like it. Every night I gotta watch that idiot on the news or they're doing stories about how fat kids are getting. You see that every night? Every night they're talking about kids are obese now. Not fat kids, not chubby, they're obese. Like bedridden. Like just laying there like, I had my first heart attack when I was 4. I was riding on my big wheel, I couldn't feel my left side, I began to pass out my head. Yo, I don't want to be a dick, but how do you get that fat that quick? I can see you're 30, 40 years old. You went to McDonald's for 20 years. You got a little gut going. But you're 5 years old. There's no excuse for that shit. I'm telling you, man, that's the parents' fault. You know, stop feeding him.
Straight up.
He doesn't have any money. Seriously. He can't go get a job so he can go buy more food. He's got to eat whatever you give him. Just put a plate of seaweed right in front of him. Go ahead, eat it. I don't want to eat it. Good, go to bed. Those are your options. I own you until you're 18. Do some jumping jacks. No, but these parents are ridiculous. They act like they have no control. They're like, well, I don't know what to do. I mean, I tried to make him eat a salad, but he didn't want to eat it. He was like, no, I want a cupcake. I said, you can't have it. But then he sat on my chest, and I couldn't breathe, and I just wanted to get up after a while. People, you need tough love at that moment. Mm-hmm. If your kid is obese and he's still asking for cake, you got to be like, no, you little shit. You're eating carrots and celery until I can pick you up again. This is ridiculous. You got a goddamn hernia on your birthday. I know that seems harsh to be making fun of obese kids. I'll tell you why I'm doing it. They don't really exist. At least to the level that they're saying. They're saying it's an epidemic. You know, which means when I leave the theater tonight, I should have, like, difficulty getting to my car because of all these fat fucking kids out there like, Jesus Christ, they're everywhere. They're like locusts.
Oh, short and sweet again. I love it.
Where do you start?
Where do you start with obesity in general? Well, let's stick to the 5-year-olds. Because,
Yeah, okay.
like you said, a 30 to 40-year-old who's obese, there's some life choices in there.
Yeah.
Give me 700 Krusty Burgers!
A 5-year-old,
Yeah.
yeah, just stop. You control what they eat.
Yeah.
I get it if you've got like, a little gymnast / circus performer child
Washboard abs and move like a contortionist.
and they're able to like jump up through all the cupboards and swing from the light, like get into where you hide the cookies. But like there comes a certain point where you can lock all that. You can stop them, but if they're just asking for it and you keep giving it to them, yeah, you're really being negligent, aren't you?
Yeah, I think so. Definitely. To a certain point anyway. I mean, I just think if you were to look at, oh God, how do you say this without, look at the parents, and the parents will likely, or more than likely, be overweight themselves.
Okay.
It's not uncommon to have picky eaters, right? It's very, very common. And a lot of parents we speak to, yeah, they've got the same problems. But there comes a point where you still need to just stop giving in and say, no, you're going to try this.
Ain't nobody got time for that!
And if they're going to cry, they're going to kick and they're going to scream at the kitchen table. The options are you eat it or go to bed.
Exactly.
Now,
I remember that.
I had that as a child too, because I was a very picky eater. But the option isn't, okay, you don't want to eat this meat and vegetables or whatever it's going to be. What do you want to eat? Ice cream. Okay. Like you can't just do that. You've got to be the adult.
But
you're
saying it. But you're a highly educated person. But you're an educated person, and you're not obese. You're not fat.
No,
and
I
you
understand
came from
that.
parents. It's generational as well.
It's
so
true.
somebody doesn't have. Who themselves is overweight and obese, they don't have good habits. They may not be as educated to even have that conversation.
That's true.
To make that leap to go, oh,
100%.
no, don't have that.
100%. But then
So
again,
how do you break this?
what you just said, 100% agree with. That is a fact that is why, but that is still not an excuse. You don't have an excuse anymore not to research healthy food for kids. Bang. Recipes. It'll give you the shopping list. It's a good thing to make jokes about it because that's how it comes into people's consciousness. Like there would have been a lot of people in that audience who probably were that. And you've just got, and now they would have been like, he made me feel bad. It's like, okay. But,
Well, maybe you needed that.
yeah, maybe it's the thing you needed. And people can take it, like, whether it's in a cartoon or a comedy. That's how they can take truth. They
Yeah.
can't take it as a person like us. Like, we're up here saying, you got to do this. People will be like, shut up, you don't know what you're talking about. I'm gonna... But if we were a cartoon and we were being funny about it, it'd be, you'd take it.
I'm Dr. Dewey Fister. These days, most Americans weigh well over 300 pounds.
So that was great, guys. Again, Bill Burr, 5-year-olds have no excuse for being fat. Raises some good points and raises some good points. So, little from column A, little from column B. But thanks for watching, guys. I'm Ed.
And I'm Kat.
And we are The Roots React. See you next time.
Bye.